Out in the silent expanse between the stars, a lone traveler drifts. Voyager 1, our farthest emissary, a message in a bottle cast into the cosmic ocean. For nearly half a century, it's pushed the boundaries of human knowledge, enduring the harsh realities of deep space. But one day, the familiar hum of its instruments was interrupted. The void of interstellar space is not truly empty. Voyager 1 was built to measure this environment, our remote sense of touch in a place no human has ever been. For years its reports painted a picture of a vast and lonely frontier, until the predictable became the profound. The silence was broken by a signal that had no right to be there. At the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, scientists faced an anomaly. The data stream faltered, then shifted. A new signal appeared, structured, almost musical, a whisper from the abyss that defied all known physics. The loneliest machine in the universe was no longer alone. It had encountered something or someone reaching out across the darkness. The mission we thought we knew was over. A new, mysterious one was just beginning. Voyager 1 was no longer just a probe. It had become part of a story far grander than its creators intended. What was the source of this signal? Was it a natural phenomenon or something else entirely? The little machine, built by human hands in the 1970s, now stood at the threshold of a revelation that could reshape our understanding of the cosmos. The void had answered. To understand this moment, we travel back to 1977, a time of hope and bold ambition. NASA launched two spacecraft, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, on a grand tour of the outer solar system. Their journey took them past Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, using gravity to slingshot them onward. Voyager 1 was a marvel, packed with instruments to see, hear, and measure the worlds it visited. But it also carried the golden record, a gold-plated disc with sounds and images from Earth, a postcard to any civilization that might find it. Voyager 1 gave us our first close-up views of Jupiter's storms and Saturn's rings, revealing new moons and complex structures. After its encounter with Saturn in 1980, its primary mission was complete, but its journey continued. On August 25, 2012, after 35 years, Voyager 1 crossed the heliopause, entering interstellar space, the first human-made object to do so. It became a lonely sentinel, reporting from the darkness beyond our solar system. We thought its greatest discoveries were behind it, but we were wrong. Voyager 1 continued to send back data, exploring a realm no human had ever reached. Its journey was far from over. The universe had more in store. In the solitude of deep space, Voyager 1 maintained its course, antenna pointed toward Earth. Then, without command, it began to turn, pointing its antenna away from home, toward an empty patch of sky. The change was immediate and alarming. The steady flow of data ceased, replaced by only a faint carrier signal. It was as if the probe had deliberately turned its back on us. Mission controllers were baffled. Voyager's systems were ancient, not programmed for such a maneuver. Every technical explanation was explored and ruled out. The spacecraft was healthy, but it was listening to the void. Weeks passed in anxious silence. Then something new came through, not science or engineering, but a clear, resonant musical note, pulsing with a hypnotic rhythm. The sound was pure, structured, and elegant, suggesting intelligence. Voyager 1 had stopped talking to us and started relaying a message from an unknown source. The loneliest machine in the universe had found a voice in the darkness, and it was not its own. The probe had become a messenger for something beyond our understanding. The mystery deepened. What had Voyager 1 found out there? The universe was speaking. The signal sent shockwaves through the scientific community. It was a symphony from the stars, structured, complex, almost alive. Analysts uncovered intricate patterns, repeating sequences, mathematical constants, geometric progressions. The patterns were too precise to be natural. They were the hallmark of intelligence. Hidden within the music was a code, a language of concepts, not words. The code revealed diagrams of atomic structures, DNA, and star charts pointing to a distant galaxy. It was a Rosetta Stone from the cosmos, a comprehensive introduction from an unknown intelligence. The message was not just a hello, but a sharing of knowledge on a scale we could barely comprehend. The signal raised more questions than it answered, challenging our assumptions about the universe. Voyager 1 had stumbled upon the greatest discovery in human history. Just as humanity began to grapple with the signal, it stopped, vanishing as suddenly as it had appeared. The carrier wave from Voyager 1 fell silent. The probe went completely dark. For months, the Deep Space Network strained to hear even the faintest whisper. They sent command after command, hoping to coax the probe back to life. But there was only silence. Then, one day, Voyager 1 came back, its systems rebooted, antenna once again facing Earth. The data stream resumed, but it was different. The probe had performed a full system reset, erasing all records of the mysterious signal. It was back to being Voyager 1, but the encounter had left a mark. Its sensors now detected subtle fluctuations in the interstellar medium, echoes of the signal it had received. The probe itself seemed altered, its instruments more sensitive, its measurements more precise. It was no longer just a passive observer, it had been changed by its experience in the void. The great silence was over, but the enigma remained. What had happened during the blackout? The universe had left us with a mystery. Voyager 1's return brought a new phenomenon. Its instruments detected a vast, glowing halo of energized particles near the sun. This was no natural feature. The halo responded to solar flares, brightening and shimmering waves. Scientists were at a loss. The halo enveloped the outer solar system, behaving like a cosmic lens, focusing and amplifying the sun's energy. It created ripples and distortions in space-time, defying our understanding of physics. Its appearance coincided with Voyager's encounter, linking the two events. Analysis revealed faint echoes of the musical signal embedded in the halo's light. The signal had become a set of instructions, using the sun's energy to construct this colossal artifact. The message was not just for Voyager, it was for all of us. The halo was a sign of cosmic engineering, a monument or gateway built by an intelligence far beyond our own. The encounter had changed not just Voyager, but our entire solar system. We were now living inside a message. The universe had left its mark. Everything had changed. The message, now a halo in the sky and a ghostly echo in the cosmos, posed a profound question, not in words but in its very nature. The signal, the blackout, the halo, all a demonstration of immense power and subtle grace. The question, are you ready to listen? It was an invitation, not a threat. The message was tailored for us, a puzzle just complex enough to prove we were paying attention. Listening requires humility, patience, and openness to ideas that may shatter our beliefs. The encounter suggests the universe is not silent but full of conversation. The question is whether we are ready to join it. We stand at a crossroads, faced with a mystery that touches the core of our existence. Voyager 1, once a simple probe, has become a prophet, returning with a new gospel. The universe may be waiting for us, observing our progress, ready for us to truly see. Perhaps the signal was from the cosmos itself, or from ancient engineers who transformed Voyager into their messenger. The silence that followed was a pause, giving us time to prepare. The invitation has been extended. The next move is ours. The journey of Voyager 1 is our journey, a story of curiosity, reaching into the unknown, and discovering ourselves. The universe has asked if we are ready to listen. The rest is up to us.